Have you ever dared to wager your very existence for a taste of primal sweetness, the wild honey hidden deep within the heart of the ancient forest, where each drop is the culmination of sunlight, wind, and thousands of wild blossoms? This journey is not for the faint of heart, for every footstep you take could be the prelude to a breathless encounter with the true native inhabitants of this verdant realm. You, with the woven basket strapped to your back and the sharp machete at your hip, are venturing deeper into the emerald expanse, where the melodious chirping of birds is sometimes drowned out by the wary buzz of angry swarms. The first principle etched into the very being of seasoned wild honey hunters is patience. You cannot charge in like an arrogant intruder, demanding that nature bestow its bounty upon you with ease. Instead, you must become a part of the forest, observing every minute clue, a hastily fallen petal, a delicate dusting of pollen on a leaf's surface, or even just the unusual flight path of a few bees. These are the secret fragments, guiding you toward the hidden treasure. You pause beside an ancient tree, its bark as gnarled as the armor of time, gently placing your hand on its rough surface, listening for any sounds echoing from within. Experience tells you that these colossal trees, with their natural hollows, are often the ideal nesting sites for wild bee colonies. But not every honeycomb holds the sweet nectar you crave. Sometimes, you will only find empty combs, or worse, a ferocious swarm of wasps ready to attack any trespasser. This is an ever-present risk, a stark warning from nature that not every endeavor is rewarded. You recall the tale of the old hunter who paid the price with swollen stings for a moment's carelessness. Respect for nature, for these tiny yet powerful creatures, is a matter of survival. You continue your trek, your eyes constantly scanning the dense canopy above. A ray of sunlight pierces through the leaves, illuminating a patch of damp vegetation below. In that fleeting moment, you notice something out of the ordinary. A few bees are flying in a distinct pattern, heading towards a point concealed behind a tangle of vines. This could be a significant clue. Worker bees, after gathering sufficient nectar and pollen, will return to their hive along a fairly consistent flight path. Following their trajectory can lead you to your quarry. You weave through the intertwined branches, carefully avoiding disturbing the other insects inhabiting this place. Silence is a crucial companion on this hunt. Any loud noise can make the bees feel threatened and become aggressive. As you approach the area where the bees disappeared, you sense a palpable shift in the atmosphere. The sweet, heady aroma of honey wafts through the air, mingling with the damp scent of earth and decaying leaves. This is a promising sign. You stop, taking a deep breath, trying to pinpoint the exact source of this alluring fragrance. It could be emanating from a hollow high in the trees, or concealed within a lower thicket. The second principle you must master is the ability to read the signs and understand the language of nature. The buzzing of bees is not always the same. A soft, steady hum usually indicates a colony going about its normal business. But if you hear a rapid, agitated buzz, accompanied by sharp, ticking sounds, it could be a warning that you have come too close to their nest or are inadvertently causing a disturbance. In such a situation, it is best to retreat slowly and maintain a safe distance. You proceed cautiously, your gaze fixed on the towering tree trunks. Suddenly, you notice a dark, irregular mass clinging to a large branch, about 10 meters above the ground. Its shape and size are unmistakable. It is a natural wild beehive. Your heart beats a little faster. After so much difficulty and patience, you have finally located your target. But the task is far from over. Approaching and harvesting honey from a wild hive always carries inherent dangers. You observe the hive's position more closely. It is situated in a rather precarious spot, with almost no solid foothold for you to climb safely. This is where your experience and dexterity will be tested. You need to find the safest way to approach it, while also preparing for the worst-case scenario, an attack by the swarm. The third principle, and perhaps the most vital, is thorough preparation. A skilled honey hunter always carries the necessary protective gear: thick clothing, a head net with a veil, leather gloves, and most importantly, smoke. Smoke has a calming effect on bees, tricking them into believing their hive is on fire and causing them to focus on protecting their larvae and honey instead of attacking the intruder. You carefully ignite a bundle of dry leaves and bark, creating a thick cloud of smoke, and slowly direct it towards the beehive. While waiting for the smoke to take effect, you take the opportunity to observe the surrounding signs. What types of trees are currently in bloom nearby? What kind of flowers do these bees favor? The color and consistency of wild honey often vary depending on the floral source they collect from. Honey from coffee blossoms often has a dark amber color and a distinctive aroma, while honey from melaleuca flowers is light golden and has a delicate sweetness. This knowledge not only helps you assess the quality of the honey, but is also a fascinating reward of the natural exploration. Once the smoke has enveloped the hive, you begin to climb the tree with deliberate care. Each footstep must be secure, gripping onto the sturdy branches. The height makes you feel slightly dizzy, but the increasingly intense, sweet aroma spurs you onward. Finally, you reach the hive. Gently, you use your machete to separate a section of the honeycomb brimming with honey. Golden droplets of nectar cascade down, glistening in the sunlight, filtering through the leaves. This is the well-deserved reward for your efforts. But you do not forget the principle of true hunters. Take only what you need and leave the rest for the bees to continue their life and development. Sustainability is the key to maintaining a harmonious relationship between humans and nature. Having harvested a sufficient amount of honey, you carefully descend to the ground, carrying the invaluable gift of the forest. The sweet, rich flavor of wild honey will be an unforgettable experience, a testament to your patience, knowledge, and respect for nature. The wild honey hunt is not just about collecting a precious commodity. It is an adventure of discovering the hidden secrets of the ancient forest, where each drop of honey tells its own story. You have listened to that story, and you have become a part of it.